What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We're up against the brand new PKA that just started, and we do see that the free-to-play unit here is going to be Morgan. However, Gordon, sorry. The boss character is actually a Shanks unit. We can't drop the Shanks as a free unit in the game, which would have been awesome. No, but Gordon's a free-to-play unit that we get for playing the event, and today we're going to be covering a level 60 team, so this can beat anything up to level, what would it be, 79. Anything up to level 79, this team can beat. And this is a relatively accessible team that many people should be able to actually build. It's relatively accessible, especially to new players that joined during the Gear 5 celebration. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. First thing I want to do, though, I want to try and find some Zoras, and my luck has been terrible with finding Zoras, and we actually find one here. So all I need to do is just do recording of every single run, and I'll be able to find Zoras. I just want to skip the level so I can get closer to level 80 as fast as I possibly can. And my goal is I'm going to reach level 80 and then just grind level 80 over and over again until I get all my turtles, and then we'll push for level 100. So that's going to be the goal. We'll do a video for level 60, we'll do a video for level 80, and then I won't be back for another video until I do all my turtles completed. So we are probably going to go for that rainbow favorites chest. So let's go ahead and target Zora, feed him his sake, and we'll get some level ups for the boss level. We'll definitely do that. Because I just want to level up the boss quicker, and once I get all my turtles, I want to get to level 150 as soon as I can, so Zora helps me do that. But honestly, in terms of the statues that you should be picking up, Usopp is the best one this time around for stats, because the boss is an int. You want to have psi damage, and that helps you do more damage against that boss, obviously. The other characters I don't really care about all that much. I mean, we'll pick up the tangerines for now. I don't expect to really use them all that much. We'll go to the rainbow chest and see what we can get with the gold chest. Not really the statues that we want, so we'll just take the Nami and then hopefully some sake or something interesting here. And I don't really think I'm going to be using any of these. I guess we'll pick up the Luffy meats just in case we can land on a favorites thing and get more of those. Sake for Zora eventually. We'll pick up the Zora statue so we can bump up the levels a little further. This is what I'm going at right now. So the Psi is at 9% damage increase, Dex is at 8%, but I just want to get Zora's buddy level to level 20 as fast as I can, and then Usopp just to get stats for Psi. So let's go ahead and move on to the final chest here. Again, all the statues that we don't really need, so I guess I'll just pick up Luffy. And here we go with the boss stage. So, we're going to be going ahead and taking on level, what is it, 67? Yeah, 67 we'll go ahead and take on. So let's go ahead and show the team. So this is the team that we have here. Now, this team is relatively accessible to build because it doesn't matter which one is your captain. You can have the 6+ Gear 5 or the 6-star Gear 5. You just use the opposite one as the other captain. And to be honest, you probably could get away with using one or the other, but it is nice just to have this cool combo, because that's what I wanted to showcase, because I know a lot of people would have started the game at Gear 5, and the characters that we have here, we've got Zoro, Robin, and Sanji. All of these characters are free to play. You can get on Extra Island, you can max them out. They're all really good, especially at level limit break 5. And then we've got Maha. Maha is replaceable with a lot of other characters. We'll talk about replacements once we get to the stage where he's actually important. And the ship doesn't matter either. I'm just using the host ship because it's like the best ship in the game pretty much, especially with the level 12 and modifications. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take on level 60 to 79 Shanks. So if you guys didn't see my Sugo Fest video, I ended up getting some pretty good luck, so we'll be able to use some of those characters to help me get some of those turtle drops a little quicker. One thing I want to state as well, you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong here, is this a new stage? Like, I swear this background here is actually new. I don't remember the Elegia country being a stage, an actual piece of combat in the game thus far, so I think that's actually pretty dope. I like that they add new stages, and if it is something that was there before, then, well, I'm just wrong, but I don't remember it being in the game. But this is going to be an interesting PKA, and the reason why I say that is because some of the boss gimmicks in this PKA just seem really annoying. We move on to this stage here against the Yasop, and he does a really annoying gimmick where he blows away your bottom row for a certain amount of time. Now, as you go further on into this quest, that extension of blowaway will go further. I believe at max capacity, it will be a 3-turn blowaway. And it's very frustrating because what happens is if you use the friend captain of the admirals, being Kizaru and Fujitora, they have the captain ability to resist blowaway, so that's why they want you to use that. However, there's other aspects in this quest where if you have Uta as your friend captain, that also helps you. So it's like, you're like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, there's going to be annoyances depending on which friend captain you use. So that's one thing about this quest I think is really poorly designed. Because if you have one of the new legends, then you can just hybrid captain with the other one. But I just think it's dumb because you can't just use a friend captain and get away with it, like what you could do with Law and Kid in last month's PKA adventure. Anyways, about this, what we're going to do is we're just going to stall one turn. He doesn't have much health anyway, which is a good thing. And after the first turn of attacks, he actually doesn't do a whole lot. You'll see here that he inflicts us with increased damage taken, and he also has the Enrage on his side of the field, so it means he does more damage. But it doesn't matter because if you have potential abilities, you can remove the increased damage taken. It doesn't matter, you're not really going to be tanking damage at this level anyway. But now, once the turn has passed, the next turn, the characters will be back. So we'll go ahead and use the Zora special. Zora provides us with a 1.75 orb boost for 3 turns. I believe it's a 1.75. It might actually have been buffed. I actually can't remember with the level limit break. Did it get buffed? Yeah, 2.25. That's incredible, actually. And with that, we can just go ahead and kill the Yasop. We move on to stage 4, and then we're going to get our characters back, which is nice. So Beckman and Lucky Root are coming up. And these guys are also pretty annoying here. So you'll see that they give us block slots and attack down. So you need some ways to get around that. And there's also defensive effects, I believe. Yeah, there's Rainbow Shield up on the opponent's side of the field. And of course, the deeper you go in these PKA levels, these gimmicks are going to be increased in amount of turns. And I believe there's additional gimmicks that can occur here as well. Special Reverse is inflicted, but the Gear 5 Luffy resists that as a captain. And this is why we have Robin. So Robin can remove the block slots on our crew as well as remove the attack down. And she also says that if Luffy's on our team, then we get a defense down on the opponent and a defense down conditional boost. So Robin, like, almost single-handedly deals with this stage by herself, which is awesome. We do have the Rainbow Shield that we have to deal with, but we can go ahead and transform into Gear 5 Luffy with the 6-star Gear 5 Luffy, so that now our normal attacks bypass defensive effects. And with that, we can easily move on to the final stage very comfortably. And then we move on, and, you know, Sanji's on the team basically just because he gives us more damage, but Sanji isn't really needed. Zora isn't really, needed either. But we see that the Shanks character transforms into an Int character. He gives us Despair, which the 6-star plus Gear 5 Luffy resists. And he also gives us Special Bind. So this is why Maha is on the team. His special ability not only provides an attack boost, but it also removes the Special Bind. But this character is replaceable with a lot of characters. Just any character that can resist Special Bind on themselves by 3 turns, and can also remove it with their special by 3 turns. It's pretty much all you need. And then we can go ahead and use the 6-star Gear 5 Luffy, because it'll give us an orb boost and a color affinity boost. But also, it does 2 million fixed damage through all debuffs. And you'll see that when he actually launches that special, it actually does a very sizable chunk of damage towards Shanks. So this by itself, like, already does half of his health at level, 67? It's pretty absurd. And from here, we could use the 6-star plus Gear 5 Luffy special. Not really required. We'll just go ahead and tap. We are inflicted with the blindness debuff, which is a bit unfortunate. There aren't a lot of characters that can actually resist that here. But with the amount of damage that we have, up to level 79 is very, very comfortable clears. And of course, it's not going to give you the most drops ever because we're using all these free-to-play units. But, you know, if you want to just clear the content up to this level, you can grind your turtles with this team. This team can also beat relatively lower levels of the Big Mom and the Maha fight in this quest too. So it's really nice. This is a nice team to get you started, of course. If you don't have many characters or many of the boosted units, it allows you to get through it pretty comfortably. Of course, we'll go into more exploratory teams when we move into level 80, so definitely stick around for that one once we get there eventually. But there we go. Pretty easy team, relatively accessible team for you guys to take on the newest PKA adventure. Hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.